So yeah, this is not the first time I played this game, but I thought maybe I'd do some gameplay videos on SIGNALIS. So anyway, since I already played it, I'm just going to play it on survival because let's crank it up a notch. And not to mention that I already got like 2 more trophies / achievements left to complete. And anyway, let's get into the game. Because I've been wanting to replay this game for some time now, since the last time I played it was probably 2 years ago. But yeah, I'm always just like thinking of questions and all that sort of lore stuff that always lingers at the back of my mind. People over at Humble Games, sadly, Humble Games were shut down and had layoffs or whatever, and that was just like probably 1 or 2 months ago that the layoffs happened. And it is kind of sad because this game is truly a masterclass horror survival game. But yeah, we have a picture of someone, which I do struggle to try and remember some of the characters' name. But yeah, so we know that the character in this story, the character we play as called Elster, and there's another character which I've forgotten, which kind of makes sense for the whole like events and stuff happening in the story of the game. And anyway, I'm surprised that I was able to remember this puzzle keypad code for some reason. I cannot remember how, but it's a good guess. It was a good guess that I still somehow managed to solve it. Anyway, we get another key item and just pretty much use tape and keycard together. By the way, like I said, with the photograph, it has someone on there, and at the back it has the keypad code, which, like I said, I just cannot believe it. Anyway, with the keycard, with the sticky tape on it, we were able to go out to explore the snowy, unknown planet that awaits us. And this is when it begins. As I start to crawl into the hole, it just brings that ominous red light that just really kind of give that eerie sort of feeling that something is going on. And also I did remember that there was a safe here, and there's locks on it, which I have to get keys from the New Game Plus, which thank goodness that I can do New Game Plus and try and get the keys. We also pick up the book, The King in Yellow, which would start the game off. We are now inside a mining facility. It is very silent. There's no one that we can hear, just us. And then we reboot and find ourselves somewhere inside the mining facility, just staring blankly, only to a reflection of ourselves. Kinda like Silent Hill 2, literally just staring at the mirror, just questioning what is going on and why are we even here to begin with. Now we left the bathroom, we're picking up the receptionist key. We're going to use the receptionist key to get out of here. This is the part where I'm just terrified because now there's dead bodies. By the way, I did forget to mention Elster is a female cyborg. And if you're wondering why they are cyborgs, basically they have human brain imprints for the cyborgs. It makes a lot of sense. Like some of the cyborgs and the characters in this game, they almost look identical. One thing I only realised that the character in the photo, originally she had white hair, but the one that we just look at, she has brown hair. That is something that I only just realised. But yeah, we meet Star, which she is another replica, that's what they're called. We are just gonna basically just exhaust all of her dialogue. There's a desk, finding ourselves some sort of key item or possibly a pistol, and there's another key card. Anyway, we pretty much realized that Star is now gone, and I do not exactly know what happened to her. We meet our first enemy encounter. Yeah, hearing the sound that they make really terrifies me. Pretty much terrifies everyone, because just hearing it is just creepy. And it kind of makes sense. The well building and the enemies are kind of similar to Silent Hill. Now we meet Isa Ito, who is another character. another replica. Well, she's a gestalt. I still get mixed up with what is replicas or what is gestalts. But anyway, she is another character who is literally looking for someone else. And we are pretty much doing the same thing. We're looking for someone else as well. We both have something in common. Yay. But anyway, here is Issa's note. We pretty much know that there's someone called Erica that Issa is looking for her. Now we have a code for a safe that I found a little bit a while back, just in one of the hallways. But yes, now I have a code, and I wouldn't even remember the code anyway, because there's going to be a lot of safes with codes, but this is the first one we find anyway. So I just enter in the keypad 20 45 12, open it, and we have ourselves another key item. And that key item, this is basically where you have to go back, and it's in the same area where we found Star, but we're now in the classroom. There's a hole in the floor, kind of basically what's going to happen in Silent Hill, because in Silent Hill, more specifically Silent Hill 2, because I played that, our characters always keep on jumping into the hole in the floor. And this scene really terrifies me, because who sees an infected corpse, walking corpse, cutting up other corpses? Then we found an elevator, which surprisingly still has power. Yep, so going into elevator, and then I immediately noticed that there was another key item, and I'm just acting like a kid, just pressing random buttons, hoping that it would do something, because, hey, as a child, you like to press buttons. And then we found a diary from Alina. She mentioned about Elstar, which is us, and also about a strange flu going on with people missing from the mine. And well, I ended up having to spend almost about a minute, maybe a minute and a half, not understanding how this puzzle works. But then I realized you have to make sure that all the pins or whatever are all lined up in a straight line. That is why it was a little bit finicky for me at first. As we managed to get our way through, we went and explored a few rooms in this current hallway. We managed to get another key item, picking up some ammo, and also picking up some stun rods, because stun rods are pretty good at taking down multiple enemies. If you have the enemies close enough, you can be able to literally shock them all and have them go down instantly. So I will be trying to utilize them very wisely. We found a box with a butterfly symbol on top, probably has another key item. And now we are in the most horrifying part, the kitchen. And this thing is still alive? Are you serious? It's so fucking wrong! And just like Gordon Ramsay, I just left and I got the key to go to another room, which is on the other end, still stealthily avoiding the god-awful chef. Yep, now go across. At this point, I'm just going full Metal Gear Solid Snake on this game. Just picking up some ammo, hidden items, avoiding the enemies so I don't lose any more ammo. And then I killed another enemy. Of course, there's going to be another enemy. Now we meet another person, Storch. I don't really know much about Storch, but they got long legs. They're tall. That's all I got to say. Coincidentally, we actually found Alina's West Wing key, which will allow us to get access to other locations, and we actually found part 1 of Broken Key and part 2 of, well, a Broken Key, which will allow us to combine, and there you go. Managed to get it sorted, and this is another area that I'm just gonna avoid. And this piece of paper, if I can get to it, has the numbers, which is for a radio.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
I will eventually get, and of course insert the key into the box, pick it up, whatever this item is, it's an artifact, and now apparently I'm in Siberia?